you guys like that nice little surprise? Hang on, let me shut this off. Alright, cool. So, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the stream. Ashley and I decided we were finally gonna do a little live stream here once we get back, and we're back. We made it. So
it was a rough.
It was rough.
It was rough.
Why do you say that?
Only some parts were rough.
Only some parts were rough?
Yes.
All right, we're gonna basically just talk about some of the stuff that happened before and after we got back. What are you doing? Oh yeah, you're gonna switch that over for you. We set up things a little bit different here, so I'm sorry if there's any technical difficulties, but let us know. Hopefully everything sounds okay. I know the audio was like blown out for a second there when we first started, but here we are. Let me switch it over to you here. You can tell them what's up.
What do you mean tell them what's up?
I don't know.
Like what part?
Say hi.
Hi. How y'all doing? Y'all. Wait, I'm nervous.
I don't know. It's like been a while since we've been on stream, so.
I know. It's weird for me to just be like, so. But yeah, I mean, I had a lot of fun in Florida. I've never been, so that was my first time, like, in like Florida and everything, and driving.
All right, what about before all that? Because, I mean, before we get into all of the trip stuff, I mean, we spent, like, what, a month, maybe? Maybe it was a little over a month, like probably, since we started.
A month or a month and a half.
A what?
Like, between, like, a month or a month and a half.
Yeah, probably about that. Just kind of messing around with this NFT drop that we were going to do with the Batcave Club. And we were going to obviously do more videos to show how to really mess with all that stuff, because right now everybody's confused. No one really knows how to get them or what they're all about. So we're gonna do some more stuff, but because we were busy also trying to get ready for this trip, there was a lot of stuff to get set up before we left. So we wanted to make sure that that was all taken care of before we spend all our time on this NFT thing. So right now, finally, we're back. We made it, and we'll talk about all that stuff and why we did it on this stream as well. If you guys are interested in watching, hang out, and we got some stories, I guess, right?
Yeah. Fuck. We have some stories for sure. Sorry, I'm so quiet. Ugh. But I don't know. Where do you want me to start?
Wherever. Go ahead. Start from the beginning. Where we were going.
The beginning of time. From the beginning of time. Fuck. Okay. I'm not good at this. But so you want to start with the NFT part?
Whatever.
I need like guidance. You can't just throw me in.
Just whatever. I mean, we're just gonna pretty much talk about everything since like we were getting ready here to getting on the trip and then going. Pretty much. Yeah.
I mean, like while we were getting ready here, we were, you know, also working on making that like NFT. It was like a cute little bat, and it turned into so much more.
Okay. Hang on.
You do it.
So there was a picture that she started drawing of a bat that came out really cute, and I was like, that should be an NFT, but we didn't want to just post it as just the picture itself because it was kind of unfinished, right? And there was really not like a lot going on in the picture. It was just kind of like a sketch of one, right? And then we started talking about doing like the generative NFT stuff, which a lot of people still don't understand that either, or what that even is. So that's why I decided like we should probably do some videos specifically to show what that stuff's all about, how it was done, because it wasn't like those bats that were created, they were all created by code that we modified, and she drew a ton of the parts, I drew a ton of the parts, and we spent like that whole month and a half trying to draw like all different ears, eyes, and everything. And then we took code on the computer that was modified to be able to create the rest of them. So it basically took all the parts, mashed them all together, and it makes, you know, this whole set that we came out with. There's more to it. Like I said, we'll do the full videos on those, but it came out really cool. I mean, as we started running the code to make the bats, it was like each time we did it, we were like, oh my God. Like it just magically would pick things that just went together so perfectly. Like either backgrounds or colors or ears or something that would just match up, and you'd be like, how does the code even know? It's because it's supposed to be a randomly generated character that's being created from our parts, and it just seemed to know.
Parts from our parts. But yeah, they came out really cute. And someone in the chat said show bats.
Yeah, we can show the NFT drop. Actually, I have it set up here where I can show my desktop. So let me just pull it up here. I'll put the website up here, and then I'll show you guys. If it'll get to it. All right.
Yeah.
I'm just typing it in wrong here. That was so cute. That's just one of them there, but I'm gonna remove that so I can show them the actual full page.
Someone said Ashley and Joe's first litter.
Our first litter, yeah.
We had a litter of bats. God damn. If I had to give birth to freaking 2,000 bats, ugh, that's a nightmare. I don't even know if they can hear me, but yeah.
All right, so basically, I mean, this is the website here. I have the image here. It's kind of a little large. Let me resize it so you guys can really see what it looks like.
It's so cute.
I know, right?
I love his little ears.
There we go. I'd resized it before because we were getting those black bars on the screen. But yeah, basically, this is the website that we put together for this NFT drop that we were working on. And it's all of these bats that were created here were all pretty much done with the code. So I'll show how all that works later.
Like,
go ahead.
Basically, we, I don't know where they're hearing me.
They can hear you.
Okay.
That's fine.
So basically what we did was we like drew each like individual part. Like the ears are separate, the wings are separate, and then like everything that you see on it is separate. And then he like put it in this, you know, generating code thingy mabobber that I don't fucking understand. And it just like crapped out a bunch of them. You know? It was so good. I'm smart.
I can actually show it running, but not on this computer that we're streaming on here. So another time I'll just put a video together where I can actually show it. But it's really cool. I mean, we can generate like a whole new batch of bats, but those aren't the ones that are going to be minted. And on the website, which I'll show here in a second, when they're being minted, it's here. Hang on.
It's just so cool how well they all went together.
Yeah, they did. They came out together really well.
They're like our little babies. Little bat babies.
So when you go to the minting site, basically the thing is, here's where a lot of people get lost, is you have to connect your MetaMask wallet, right? And when people go to transfer their Matic that they purchased from, let's say, like Binance, and they switch it over to their address on MetaMask, the confusion is that Matic on Binance is actually on the Ethereum network and not on Polygon. And our bats were all made on the Polygon network, which means you have to have Matic on the Polygon network in order for it to work. So then you have to use this bridge, the Polygon bridge, that converts the Matic from Ethereum to Matic on Polygon. It's this whole confusing thing right now. And I know a lot of the developers that are working with blockchain stuff are trying to make ways for this stuff to be a lot easier to understand and a lot more seamless. Because right now, I mean, I can only imagine like trying to explain this to my mom, like how to purchase one of our NFTs.
Yeah.
Like I would have to do it for her. Like there would be no way that I could actually have her just go do it.
Yeah, it's confusing. I don't even know if I know how to buy one. To be honest with you.
You don't?
Nope. I know that, like, laughing at me. I know that you have to, like, do your made a mask thing and whatever, and then somehow connect it and then buy one, but there's a lot more than that.
Yeah, I mean, one of the issues that I had when I was even minting all of this, because you have to take your smart contract for the project, put it on the blockchain, and then you can also mint the bats once they're there. And we did 2 of them to start so that we can get the first 2 started on the blockchain, because the rest of them are hidden, and every time somebody mints one, they get a random generated one in their wallet, right, from our 2000 batch that we did. So right now it's kind of confusing, because even for me, when I went to go mint it, I had to send my Matic over from my Binance account where I purchased it to my MetaMask. And then when I did that, I'm like, oh, it's not letting me, what's going on? And I spent like a whole day trying to figure it out, and comes to find out that it's on the Ethereum network on Binance. So you can't, it's not the same Matic. It's a different Matic. It's like a copy of it. It's like you have an email sitting in Facebook and you want to send that email to someone on Instagram from Facebook, and you can't because they weren't connected. And you're just like, wait a second, but they're both blockchains. And you're like, wait, how can I send it? And then, so that's the thing. You have to get like some sort of converter to convert that Matic to the correct Matic on the right blockchain. So anyway, it's all confusing. It's easier if we just show it. So I figure, why not, let's just put some videos together where we sit down and actually go through the steps and say, this is the website you go to do the conversion, and then you send it here. You wait 10 minutes and sweat because you're scared that it's not going to go through, because that's what happens in blockchain all the time. Am I right? I mean,
yes, very much. Very scary. Ugh. It makes me nervous.
yeah, anytime like we send anything through, it's just like, is it going to get there? Did we send it to the right address? Is it on the right network? Because, you know, if you send it to the wrong address, it's gone forever. Forever and ever and ever. All right. So anyway, that's the Batcave Club stuff that we were working on for the past month and a half before I went on this trip. So I'm sitting here trying to juggle showing her how Illustrator works and going through tutorials along with her, because I still had to kind of catch up on a lot of stuff that I was really bad at still. And we went back and forth for like that whole month, just learning stuff and drawing stuff and fixing stuff and then fixing more stuff. And it just took forever, because like just when you think you're done, you're like, oh wait, this layer isn't sitting right with this layer, so now we got to fix it, and now we got to go through them all over again.
And then throwing stuff and breaking stuff.
Yeah.
Like your monitor.
Oh my god. I totally forgot about that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Because I moved it off. I had it like by the fireplace, and I moved it, and I completely forgot.
I'm sorry,
So,
I reminded you.
oh my god, that's so horrible. So, let me move your camera because it's easier to move back. But basically, we got these XP Pen monitors that are like a drawing tablet, so you can actually use a pen on the monitor and everything, right? And
I got ones too. We both did.
yeah, so we both got one, and I set up a thing on my desk to actually put this drawing pad on. And let me show it to you real quick. See the wood with the black thing on there? It's like on a mount. Anyway, that's the mount that my old monitor used to be on, my curved monitor, the one that was like, it's a gaming monitor, and it's got the 240 frames a second or whatever FPS screen, like the good one. Man, that was horrible. I went to go move this thing, and it fell off of that before I put the Velcro on it, and fucking hit my monitor, and it put a big crack in it. And I called Samsung. It was on Thanksgiving, actually. It was right on Thanksgiving. And I fucking called Samsung, and they're just being, it's like overseas help, and they just don't want to help in the first place. But they told me to call, so I started calling, and I'm like, why isn't anybody picking up? I didn't even realize at first that it was Thanksgiving. And then finally the guy told me, oh yeah, they're all for Thanksgiving. I'm like, great. But then we had the show come up, so I still haven't even called to try to fix that monitor. But I think it's just gone. Yeah. This XP Pen thing slid off, and I went to go catch it, and it just flew out of my hand and smacked the monitor like right in the face.
Smacked it right in the face. Yeah, that sucked. It was a really crappy Thanksgiving. We barely even knew it was Thanksgiving. Then that happened, and it was just a mess. But yeah, like that, I was originally drawing like on like an old Samsung tablet thing on like sketchbook and stuff. And I was just kind of like drawing stuff on there, but then he got these drawing tablets, and so I had to start like learning how to do everything all over again on like Adobe Illustrator. So that was kind of hard too, but we did it.
Oh, that's right. From the beginning of it, the thought was if we're going to do this, we might as well do it in a way that we can share the files correctly and the layers and everything would be correct. Because doing it on a tablet would be a lot harder for us to share a project like that and both work on it simultaneously. And Adobe's kind of built to do all of that with all their apps, right? So
Yeah. I am still like really used to like drawing like on like I keep saying tablet, but like because they're both tablets, but you get what I'm saying. Like a touchscreen tablet with like a little pen. I don't know, it's just different.
yeah.
I really want to like one day, not now because they're expensive, but I want to get like a
Rotting Bell
like an
13
iPad
donated
and
$10
get, like,
through
Procreate.
Super Chat. It's great to see you both. Black Heart, bet.
Hey, thanks for that. By the way, I saw the one that came in during the stream when we were playing the show. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Well, obviously, I didn't see it till afterwards, but Ashley told me that they were coming through, and I had no idea because I was up there too busy fighting a sign that was on stage.
Oh, you poor thing. That made me feel so bad. I was like, oh shit. Oh shit.
I wasn't like mad or anything. It was just funny because it just kept unplugging me. But actually, I'll show that in a bit because
It
for anybody who
concerned-
didn't get to watch it.
It concerned me at first because I wasn't sure. I don't know if you could fix it, but you fixed it and you did good.
Well, I kind of saw how that thing was put together, so it was kind of easy to just push, and it just kind of toppled apart in a way. So what else? What else was there?
Okay, well then there was finding, trying to figure out what we were gonna do with the animals before we went. Also, while doing bat stuff. But luckily the like pet store, like, how do I say? They watched like my pets, like the ferrets, the hedgehog, and like Wilson and everything, and yeah. I'm just like, I don't know. But that went really well, and actually Wilson, he like, I don't know. He enjoyed it. He was happy.
Oh, going up in that enclosure?
Yeah, he went in that enclosure and he was like climbing and being
with the tortoises?
being a stinky skate.
Yeah, there was a big enclosure with tortoises. They were redfoots or
Yeah.
something in it, or
Yeah,
what
they
was
were
it?
just, like,
Or was it
little-
the little Russian ones? I don't remember.
They were redfoots, but they're like little babies, and they did really well with them because like Wilson, he's just like a really friendly skink. He doesn't really do much, and then like the tortoises, they just eat like veggies and fruits and whatever, so they weren't gonna like attack him, and he wasn't gonna attack them. They're fucking tortoises.
Yeah, I mean, he seemed to just climb right up there and
Yeah.
just started walking around, but you said you got messages while we were out that he was all happy.
Yeah, he was doing really good. He was he's eating some chicken and just living life, climbing and having a good old time. Ferrets were good. They did good. Hedgehog good. And then just figuring out how to drive down there with Luna and all of our stuff.
Yeah, I was kind of sorry about the mic blowing out there. I have a limiter on it. I don't know why it's not kicking in when it's supposed to, but it's just like when I switch it, I see it go to red, and I just hope it's not popping in your guys' ears. So I'm sorry if it is. Anyway, with Luna, yeah, I was super worried because usually she's going crazy inside of a vehicle. If she's in there for too long, she wants to come out and walk around and whatever. So I figured the ride was probably going to be difficult if we brought her because she was probably going to be crying the whole time or scratching at the door trying to get out or pacing too bad or anything. But she actually did really good. Like, I was pretty surprised. Obviously, there were times where she didn't want to get back in the vehicle because she was just over the ride. But, like, for the most part, she did. And I was surprised at how good she did. Really.
Yeah, she did really good. But, like, she didn't want to, like, lay down. So she did kind of pace the whole time, but like she wasn't like crying and like scratching at stuff. She was just kind of like walking and just kind of keeping an eye on everything. But yeah, she did good.
Yeah, like I thought she'd be upset, and she was just looking out the window most of the time. And then when we got down there, my family was willing to watch her, and of course we get to my mom's house, and my mom's out of town at this point, and she's like on a cruise with my stepdad, and she says, no problem, you guys can just stay over at my house so you have a place to stay, so we didn't have to pay for hotels and stuff. And I'm like super appreciative of that. But then I get there, I find out Luna's bleeding because she's getting to that time of the year and she's not fixed. So my mom's house is all white. Everything's white. Everything. The tile, the bed sheets, the covers, the carpets, or not carpets, but they were rugs.
Yeah,
Just like everything is white. I was like freaking out for a moment that her blood was just going to stain everything, and like I was just going to get yelled at so bad about it.
Yeah, like she got up on the bed and we're just like la 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 la, and then I'm like, oh my god, there's blood. We're like, fuck.
Well, before we left, like maybe a week before we left, Luna got scared of the vacuum when we were cleaning and ran up the stairs, and her nail must have got caught on something and ripped the piece off, and she was bleeding a little bit on her nail. And I thought that when we went for a walk with her that night at my mom's house, that like she might have scratched her foot again on the concrete or something, because it was a new area, so she's like pulling me and all, and I thought maybe she scratched herself again. But then I realized that it wasn't going to stop bleeding right away, and I was worried about it. But it wasn't so bad. She actually didn't bleed as bad as she did when she was like younger. So it was like very short-lived compared to when she was small. So
Yeah.
before she would bleed a lot, but not anymore.
I mean, she's still like bleeding. She didn't like stop, but yeah, it's not that bad. What else? Also,
Yeah, I ended up just cleaning up everything. We put darker sheets on the bed and that were easier to throw in the wash, and that was that.
right.
Fix that problem.
Yeah. Also, the bed that we all had to share, me, Luna, and Dro, was like this freaking big.
Oh yeah, because she has like what is that, like a queen or something?
I don't know. I want to say it might be slightly smaller than a queen.
Okay, yeah, because we're used to, see, I ended up having a bed that size normally, but then when I got Luna, like, she just takes up the whole bed. She's so long, like, her legs are long, and she's such a big dog that it's hard to share a bed with her. So I got a king-size bed, and now that you're using that bed too, it's a lot less comfortable when you go to a smaller bed, because there's no way to fit with that dog on any bed, really.
Yeah. So we had to smoosh. we smoosh.
We had to ball up
Yeah.
to be able to all fit.
Yeah. What else? Also, driving there for me was kind of scary because I'm new to driving. I just got my license like the beginning of this year, and so like a long trip like that was kind of scary at first, but I did better. I pissed some people off, but you know, whatever. Like, I did my best.
Well, I mean, okay, so the ride down, like, I drove most of the beginning of the way, and then I had her sleep just in case, and I was like, when I get tired, that way you could just take over and help. And she did just start learning driving, so, like, but you've driven a lot on the highways, so it's not like that big of a deal up here. But getting down close to Florida, that kind of driving's different.
Yeah.
So I know, like, you were freaking out the second you got on the road there, right?
Yeah. It was different. There's a lot of lanes.
It was different.
It was different. There's a lot of lanes and a lot of angry people. They're all angry.
The problem is that it says go 60, 65. Everybody wants to go 90.
Yeah, they're going like 90. So like I'm like going the speed limit and everyone's like, fuck you. Trying to freaking speed up and pass me. And like
Somebody in chat said using the blinker is key Definitely not. If you put your blinker on in Florida, then people are going to speed up to try to pass you before you get the chance to turn because they don't want you in front of them.
Yeah. Fuck. It was...
But what were you going to say?
I think this one was on the way back home, maybe. It was that car or whatever. You were asleep and I was driving, and there was a car, like, in front of me that decided last minute that they were going to get over while somebody else was, like, driving in that lane. And they were all like, "Bear!" And they, like, woke him up, and he's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, because I was worried, obviously, because I know you were, like, scared of driving in all that traffic. So when the traffic started getting deep and filled up like that, scary. Yeah. It was scary. Yeah. Some guy just, like, beeps his horn really loud while you're turning. And then I thought that maybe you went into his lane or something and wasn't paying attention or falling asleep.
Yeah.
But then you just got sick.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I feel like we should save this for later since this is on the way back, but no. I'm going to say it right now. So, freaking, he's asleep, and I'm driving, and I, like, hit, like, a stop-and-go traffic. I'm not sure, like, where we were at this point, but it was just, like, a lot of, like, stopping and going and stopping and going, like every couple seconds, you know? And it kind of, like, made me dizzy for some reason. And then, like, we finally started, like, going. And then after, like, 30 minutes after that, I started to feel kind of, like, nauseous. I'm like, oh, it's probably, like, nothing. You know, I get nauseous sometimes.
Well, you asked me for your medication at first, right? Because you had something for nausea, right?
Yeah. Yeah, because, like, I started to feel nauseous. And then you woke up for some reason. And I was like, hey, can you find my nausea medicine? And he was like half awake looking for it. And I was like, never mind, it's not a big deal. And then literally like 20 minutes later, I'm just driving and I go, bleh! I threw up all over. I threw up all over my leg. Twice. It was so bad.
I mean, I woke up and I just saw her, like, kind of spit up a little bit, and I wasn't sure if she was just, like, drooled. I don't know.
And he goes, did you just throw up? And I was like, because I still had some in my mouth.
I ended up just giving her a bag. I'm like, here, I'm going back to sleep.
I don't know what the fuck happened.
No, we ended up pulling over so I could switch after that. I was like, wherever you can find the spot, just go. I'll take over from here.
I must have got, like, car sick or something with all the, like, or, like, motion sickness, I guess. Just when you're, like, you're crying a little bit.
I mean, that was pretty funny.
Yeah. I don't even know how I kept driving. I was literally, like, I was just driving and just, but, like, I was still looking, I was like,
But you kept driving. I mean,
know.
You didn't, like, pull over right away or anything. You just kept going.
I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of myself because normally, like, throwing up, everything's just fucked. Like, I don't know how I didn't, like, crash or fucking swerve a bunch, but...
No, this isn't pre-recorded. We're recording this now. We're just hanging out talking about what happened on the trip and being ridiculous.
Crying and laughing.
Crying a little bit, yeah.
But yeah, I was okay after I threw up on myself twice.
Oh, man. That was a trip, though. I mean, it's hard to drive that kind of distance. So, I mean, you did really good for being your first time. That was really your first trip ever driving out of town like that, right?
Yeah. Definitely was. Jeanette said, she's a champ. Yeah, I'm a champ.
What about all the crazy
Why do I keep...
aminals?
Do you see it?
What? Oh, that's just on there. I don't know.
Is it not on there?
I don't see it on here.
Okay. Anyway, oh yeah,
There's a monitor behind here, and I guess it's like glitching out. So if it was doing that on stream, let us know. But it doesn't, I don't think it's coming out on the stream. It might just be on the computer screen.
Yes, I threw up twice. But anyway, I met some toads.
Oh yeah, the bufo toads. You got to meet the bufos.
The bufo toads. I saw a bunch of them. I almost stepped on some, but luckily did not. And they let me pet them, and they were super cute. I don't think you're supposed to touch them, but I did it anyway.
Yeah, they release some sort of toxin, poison, weird thing from their glands on their necks if you touch them. But it's usually like if you pick them up and they get all freaked out, and then it gets all over your hands, you just gotta go wash it. As long as you don't eat it, I think you'd be all right.
Yeah, I mean, I might, like, give it a little lick.
Yeah, that lake over there, there's like there were Oscars. There was an iguana there, but there are iguanas everywhere now, right?
Yeah, I saw some iguanas. There was a really pretty one that I saw. It was, like, green, and it had, like, orange. These things. What are those?
I don't know, his head
Crest.
His crest.
His crest. It's very pretty.
Oh, and there's some orange lizards now. I have a video I can show that those orange-headed ones that were all over.
Yeah, they were really pretty.
I don't know what, I think there's some sort of a gamma, but I'm not positive on that. And they were running around. We went to like some rest stop, and we first noticed them there all over the wall and on the floor. It was weird because they were never there before, and then now they're everywhere. All these weird types of lizards and everything. I'm just trying to pull them up over here on this. I have it on my other computer, so.
Anand has just kicked the door in for $3.33. Joe, if Baked gets an RV with you and Ashley go on trips
Still
with
asking
him?
about RV stuff, man.
I missed it.
I don't know. Baked was cool, man. I'm glad he came by to squash the beef and say what's up, but I don't know that I'd be driving for them on an RV trip, man. It's not worth it. It's not worth it for me. Let's see here. I mean, plus I've got other shit that's going on right now. I don't even know if I'd have the time to go with them if I wanted to. Here, I'll put it on here, and then you can tell them, and I'll find it.
Oh, I can tell them what.
All of the things.
Oh God, there's so many things.
The lizards. I'm pulling up the wall that we were walking by.
There was the orange lizards. Very cute, very cute.
Oh, here, I found it.
Curly tail, the Cuban lizard, dude, freaking so cute. They go. That's what they do.
Here, let me see if I can do this.
They're fast as fuck, though.
Yeah.
I tried to catch. I didn't get to catch any lizards while I was there.
They all ran away already.
They're so fast.
Where's all the big ones? They all ran to the other side, huh? Oh, there's another one. Yeah, they're everywhere. Oh, there's one of the big ones. He came back.
I wanted to get us.
You wanted to get him?
I wanted to get them.
Yeah, there was somebody else too who ended up walking over by that wall, and they were all freaked out. Well, not freaked out, but super excited about seeing all the lizards. They had their phone out too. Yeah, like, oh my God, they're everywhere.
Look at them, Leo.
Oh, I got some of the fog from the morning when we got there too, with all the crazy ducks.
Beautiful.
The zombie ducks. Yeah, that was scary driving in that fog. It was bad.
Yeah. I didn't drive, right?
No, the van has fog lights, but I couldn't have them on because there was constantly cars in front of me. But it wasn't too bad. I mean, there was a couple spots where I had to go like pretty slow.
Oh my gosh.
But it was cool looking though. Yeah, he wasn't feeling good before whatever he ate.
Yeah, he shoved a bunch of food in his mouth and then he threw it up. That's what he do.
Yeah, pretty much. Let's go.
We suck at going in any sort of order, but there are two things from at the show that I want to talk about.
Yeah, what's up?
Well, I feel like anybody who was watching the stream knows, but like there was like this part that like people weren't supposed to go like in, but I was going in there because I was like streaming the show. And then the girl that was also, like, taking pictures and everything was in there as well. And so, like, I'm streaming it. And the first thing was when I was, like, trying to walk back and forth between, you know, like, everybody just to get, like, multiple views. My, like, heel got, like, caught in, like, these metal bars. And I freaking, like toppled over, and this girl behind me, she was like, oh shit, and she like grabbed me so I didn't like fall over. And then the second thing was somebody spit on me, and I know you're probably thinking like, oh well, maybe they just like spilled water on you or something. No, because I touched it and it like slimed. Like, you know, spit, like mucus.
That's gross. That's really gross.
And it was like in my hair and on my shoulder. And I like finally was able to like go to the bathroom to like wash it out of my hair and everything. But anyway, I told Chris, right? Chris? That like I got spit on, and he goes, I think that was me. And I was like, are you sure? And he was like, well, yeah, I spit. I just didn't know that I like spit on you, but I was like spitting. And I was like, oh, gross. I don't know if it was really him that spit on me, but it did just kind of come from like up above somehow.
It was God. He was mad you were at the show.
God spit on me. God was like,
how dare you go see those satanic boys on stage.
Satanic boys. But yeah, so that was fun.
Yeah, thanks for making that stream happen, because that was frustrating as fuck with trying to get everything set up last minute and like no time to do anything. How was it getting ready for the first time in 15 minutes?
That was not fun. It was like literally whenever you have to do something fast, anything that could possibly go wrong does. Like, I was like doing like my eyeshadow, I'm like, you know, don't fuck up because you can't fix it, and then I'm like and it like smears across my face. I'm like, fuck, gotta fix that. But yeah, it was a mess. We were like running around like fucking.
Yeah, there's times where we show up to a venue and they tell us, hey, by the way, sorry, I keep hitting this thing. They're like, hey, by the way, you go on in 10 minutes, so you don't have time to go to the hotel room to go get ready or anything. You just have to get ready in the back of a van or a car or whatever we had available at the time. And we just kind of learned to just throw everything on in like 10, 15 minutes and be done with it. But they always have to yell at me and keep me on track, as you saw.
Right. And I'm not good at getting ready like that fast. But I guess I did okay. I was gonna try, like, the plan was that while you guys were doing, like, sound check and everything, I was gonna leave and get ready.
What sound check?
Yeah, there wasn't one. And then also, you guys were all coming in the van with us. Or, like, everyone was...
Yeah, we were riding back, yeah.
I thought that, like, you would have, like, if I were to go to the hotel first to get ready before, so I had more time, that, like, you would get a ride with them. But they ended up getting a ride with us.
Yeah, and then we got back to the venue and someone took our spot, even though we put all the cones there because we had all our gear there and we needed the van to load up the gear. But, of course, somebody just moved the cones because that's Florida.
Yeah, fucking dicks. So then we didn't even have, like, a parking spot when we got back.
Which gave us even less time to get everything on. They're like, oh, by the way, you have to be on stage in, like, 5 minutes, but I don't have a parking spot, so...
Yeah. No, it wasn't even about, like, getting dressed, because that part is easy. But it was like the makeup part that was hard to do like really fast. Because if you think about it, like getting dressed, I don't know, takes like 5 or so minutes in itself.
For you, not for me.
Well, how long does it take for you?
I don't know. For me, like fucking hour. Yeah, forever.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I already know what I'm going to wear, so I just put it on. It doesn't take that long. But the makeup part is hard, I guess. And plus I have like a shitty fucking the mirror was okay, but the light,
Oh yeah, they had this awesome lamp that was
so-
just pointed down. Like
it was so gay.
the lamp was just pointed at the ground, pretty much, right?
Yeah. The frickin' it was like a lamp that was like this, but it was like the light was down. And I'm like, who the fuck? This is a stupid light.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad though. I mean, we've
about the stupidest shit.
yeah, but it was just because we were so rushed and everything was just like all over the place. Because they're like, you got to be here, you got to be there, you have to have enough time to drive back, and then there was chicken everywhere, and they get in your way on the road. What's up with that?
Oh yeah, show them the side of the road chickens.
Side of the road chickens? Oh yeah, they're on here. Hang on, I'll pull them up.
Welcome back, kitty. Candy, kitty, blah, 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 blah. Boobs. Boobs. Boobies.
All right, let's see here. Where are the? Oh, here's some. I'll pull these back. Weren't there more? Yeah, there were on the tracks.
And there was another video too
We're coming up on a bunch
of them with the scooter. You can't even hear it, but I'm sure it's
You were just going before. Side of the road chickens.
out of the road chicken.
Yeah. Oh, there's one of the curly tails. The curly tail.
Oh yeah.
Was this chicken too? Yeah.
It's side of the road chickens. Look at all those chickens.
Riding scooters.
Riding scooters.
Riding scooters.
Bye, chickens.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that, but apparently Tampa's like overrun with wild chicken now on their streets.
It's great. I tried to touch some. They said. They said some. No. Oh yeah, and I'm gonna have a new rap album, so get ready for that. It involves some. Oh. Yeah.
What about this?
Oh yeah. That's my best friend. Tyrannosaurus Rex.
I don't know. There's just random stuff in Florida when you drive through. Everywhere.
Every
You didn't get to see the alligators though, unfortunately. But we'll see some alligators next time, right?
The closest thing I got to seeing some alligators was some chips called gator taters.
Oh yeah, the gator taters. Mm-hmm. Did you like them? Those were the pickle ones you gave me that I was like, eh, pickles.
Yeah, I mean, they're all right. I would have preferred to see some gators though, for reals.
What about at the show? How was it for you at the show? Because I know that you don't do stuff like that normally, so.
Do stuff like what normally?
I don't know.
Go to shows?
Go deal with all that hassle of a show, of an actual the production part
like
of the show.
Being a part. Well, I wasn't even a part of the show, but.
No, I mean like trying to help with all that crazy stuff.
It was stressful. I don't even think I really got to enjoy it, to be honest with you.
That's how it is usually.
Yeah, like I really didn't.
I mean, that's about accurate. That's about how it goes.
Yeah, I didn't want to sound mean or anything. but
No,
I didn't,
that's pretty much how it goes.
I didn't have time to enjoy it, and I was just worried about everything else, other than enjoying it. Get fucked up. No, just kidding.
You didn't even like drink or anything, right?
I did drink one drink when we went to the club after.
Place, yeah.
Yeah, and then I got a little drunk. And I don't think you noticed, but I was a little drunk.
No, I didn't.
You didn't? You didn't notice?
You were spanking lols.
Yeah, I was I was spanking lols and just I was all over the place. I was doing some weird shit.
I was trying to get the other kid to get in there to get hit too, but he wouldn't go in there. He was scared.
He was a big baby. I freaking okay, so I started like whipping him with the I don't know that like what is it like a 9 tails or fucking flogger? No, it's not a flogger because a flogger is like one little. You know, like the thing that I was gonna hit him with after.
Oh yeah.
That's a flogger. I don't know what the other thing is, but anyway, I was whipping him with that, and it was kind of like meh. So I went to go grab something else, and the guy like. I wanted to grab the flogger, and he was like, no, that one's kind of, like, broken. It's messed up. So he handed me a freaking wooden paddle, and I was just like, and then he was like, what did he say? He was like, no, I can't, not that, and then he stopped.
Oh, it hurt him?
Yeah. He looked like he was going to cry a little bit, and he was like, I can't hang.
I think they had fun hanging out there at that club because he's never been to anything like that before. He's like, I don't come to clubs like these. He's like, I just came here to hanging out with you guys.
Right.
But
I was gonna.
And then he ends up getting spanked and flogged or whatever the hell that was.
I was gonna try to get someone to whack me, but like
to whack you.
To whack me, and that girl or whatever. She, like, turns to this random dude and goes, yeah, you should whack her. And I was like, nah, I'm good. Never mind. I was hoping, like, someone else would whack me. Like you or someone I knew and not some random strange dude. And then, actually, when we were leaving there, and then you started, like, walking towards Lowell's, that guy stopped me and he's like, hey, what happened? You were supposed to let me whack you. And I was like, no. Sorry, dude. No whacking. Don't whack me.
No more whackins?
No more whack.
No more whackins.
No, strange dude.
I'm trying to see here if there was anything else that we had forgotten about as far as stuff that like I just haven't. Because I'm going to post stuff anyway, but I just figured if there was anything worth showing here, we'll do that now.
Oh, man. Yeah, I'm sorry. You guys missed it, because none of that was streamed, like, on our stream. We, like, ended the stream after, the concert and everything, and then we went to the club, and that's where the whackins happened. But it was on Lowell's stream. But I don't know where.
Was somebody asking about it?
Yeah, because Cupcake said, what did she say?
Yeah, basically...
Yeah, you should have whacked me. Why didn't you whack me? I asked you to whack me.
Because, if you remember correctly, the lights came on and they told us to get the fuck out.
No. That happened, like, a bit later. But I asked you to whack me before I whacked Lowe.
Alright, I'll whack you. You want me to whack you? I'll whack you.
Yeah, whack me.
Fucking bend over so you can get whacked. She's trying to get whacked.
Oh, later. You'll whack me later.
Then later, everyone's going to be like, Dro beat her.
Yeah.
And she likes it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the pitbull.
What? My uncle's pitbull?
The pitbull that beat me. I have
beat you
bruises on my legs. Luna got to play with a little pitbull.
Yeah, I'll, let me pause this. I'll start it here if they want to see it, but... So, basically, switch this back. Basically, my uncle recently got a pitbull puppy, and he's super active, of course. If you guys were watching the stream the last time I went to Florida, I was showing him, because I was streaming at his house for a little bit, and I got some video of the dog jumping all over us. Well, he's bigger now, and he jumps a lot harder than he used to, and hurts a lot more now that he jumps. But we brought Luna over there because we figured while we go up to Tampa, we needed someone to watch her, and it would be perfect for her to be around another dog that could take her abuse, basically, if she started getting kind of rowdy. So I have video here that I'll share. Basically, Luna just kept doing the whole dominance thing, saying, like, I'm the boss, pinning him to the ground. But after a day, he messaged me telling me that they were getting along great and just having a good time, like, running around. And anytime he would put him in his enclosure in the garage where he keeps him at night, like when he's out doing work or anything, like, Luna would just sit there crying, being like, let him out. So then he would have to let him out for them to just hang out together and play. So it was it was cute watching them run around together.
What was the doggy's name? I forget.
Thor.
Oh, he's a cute.
He is cute.
He beat the crap out of me though.
Yeah, when he was jumping. I think in this video you can see where he jumps on you.
Yeah.
But let's see here.
Hey! Oh.
Just jump at me.
What?
Wiggle.
Poor dog. But they were fine. That's just what dogs do, unfortunately. That's how they establish their dominance and all that, right?
Yeah.
But I was like, as long as they're not grabbing each other and biting each other, it's fine. But then they got along. Like, after the next day, they were running around together until we came back, basically. But he's just all over the place because he's a puppy.
Yeah.
She's just always like, no, don't touch me. I don't want any. Also, her being on that time of the month probably worried me a little bit more than I would have liked to be on that trip, because
Yeah.
I was afraid the whole time that his dog would be just around that point where they would try to mate, and then I would come home with a bunch of pit bull wolf dog puppies.
Super cute. I'm ready.
No.
Yes. Yes.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Wait. Keep it on mine for a second. Look.
What?
Look.
Oh, him sleeping there? Alcoy?
This is sleepy kitty. Oh. He gives some yawn.
Yeah, as far as the show goes, I got a bunch of content from. Oh, hang on. Thank you for that. Appreciate that, Norco. It's the loud music. So we'll wait. Really appreciate you becoming a member of this one. Oh yeah, I got to go to the Junkyard while I was down there, because out here the junkyards have like 2 cars in them in the middle of nowhere out here. So I figured while I'm down there I might as well get some parts and stuff for the van that we needed, things that were old and starting to break or fall apart, whatever I could find. And that was kind of cool. It sucked. I wanted you to come with me so you could see what that was all about. I know you don't really care about junkyards, but I figured you'd find it interesting because it's just a bunch of like crazy cars broken up and torn apart into a bunch of pieces.
I figured it was gonna be hot.
It actually wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. It was actually not, because I thought it was going to be really bad, but
I thought it was gonna be deadly.
yeah, it was hot, but it wasn't as bad as it normally is over
the
there.
reason why I didn't go though is because I was gonna get up, like you came in there and you woke me up, but then you're like, the place is gonna like close soon. And I was like, I don't know if I can like get up and get ready about that. And I didn't want you to like. I didn't want you to be late.
Let me switch over here. Yeah, this was the video from it. I got some video just to show, but I'll put all that stuff up on the rest later. There's actually a couple different places there that have like different sections for cars that are owned by different people. There's like, I think it's like you pull it, and then another is like you pull and pay, like something like. I think that those are the two names of the places that are next to each other, and then they have the one with like big semi trucks next door to that, if you need like semi truck parts. But see, look, it's all the same like ours. Look, do you recognize all that?
Yeah. It looks just like.
Yeah, except their can wasn't as rusty as mine, so I took it. Because mine's all rusty on my car. And I got a new motor for the window washer fluid that we need to put in. I finally figured out we need to take that whole thing out to get that out.
Wait, what can't you see? Nevza about? It says can't see.
Can't see what? But yeah, basically that's that.
Oh, also, so I started to like mess with the stuff that I've been like drawing and whatever, and like trying to like put it on shirts, and I'm using Printful. And, like, so far, nobody's, like, ordered anything, which is fine. Because I ordered, like, a sample, and I'm going to get it December 24th. And I just want to see, like, how it, like, looks. How everything, like, looks on the shirt. But, basically, I had, like, a cute idea to do, like, anybody who's, like, watched my streams or just follows me at all would know that, like, I had a cat, a black cat named Loki, but he was, like, an indoor-outdoor cat, and then, like, he just randomly, like, went missing, and I think someone took him. But anyway, I had a cool idea to, like, use pictures that I have of him and, like, turn them into, like a spooky whatever, like, you know, like those goth shirts and goth designs with like black cats and like whatever. And so I was trying to do that. But anyway, all of it. I don't have it.
No, the picture that you did, is it on your phone?
It's not on my phone.
Okay.
No.
Well, you can show it later.
But yeah, I'll show it, and I'll show it when I
post it?
Yes, it's on my Instagram. So
yeah, they can just go there and look to see it.
But I just
anyway.
I just thought it would be really cute. But I was trying to think of like names to call it. Like if I did like a line of like clothes with all the like, you know, Loki things. And I first came up with like Black Cat Occult, but it sounds like Black Craft Cult, which I mean whatever, but I don't know, it's kind of, that's a long name. And then I was thinking like Loki clothing, but that's a thing. And so is Loki Craft. Apparently that's a game that I never fucking heard of in my life. So, I don't know. I'm just trying to think of like what I could call that. I'm having a hard time. But anyway, cool.
Yeah, maybe some people will give you some suggestions later on all that, so you can figure out what works best, or maybe some words or something that might work for it, you know? Mm-hmm. What's up, Falcor? Are you trying to come up and say hi?
He wants to snuggle.
I missed him.
We missed him so
hi.
much.
I know, the whole time I was like, I wish he was with us, but I don't think he would do good on a trip like that, especially in the van.
He's our little fuzzy baby.
I know. The whole time we're like, he should be here hanging out with us.
The Loki line. Oh my god, Jeanette, that's really cute.
What was
low
it?
Key.
Oh, low-key, yeah. That's
like
cool.
low-key clothing. That's cute. I like it.
He's coming to you.
Oi, baby.
Did you miss him?
I really, really, really did. He's my little fuzzy baby boy. My little fuzzy stepchild. And then whenever I yell at him, he's like, "You're not my real mom." Meh. But then he still sleeps next to me and then bites my nose in the morning.
I forgot what happened that morning that he just like randomly. Oh yeah, he was trying to get us to get up to go get food for him.
Yeah.
And then we were taking our time and then
Yeah.
you said hi to him and he just grabbed your nose.
Yeah, no, so I was like, he's being all cute and like having us like pet him, and he was like snuggling, and I was like, oh, you're so cute, and like I pet him and he went and he like bit my nose. And I was like, hey, that's fucking rude. Rude.
He wanted his food.
Yeah, he loves food. Meh.
Let me put this back on here. Oh yeah, also the tracks on stage had issues when we were playing, and that was fun. We were actually in the middle of a song, and I don't know what exactly happened, but I guess some sort of notification of like an error on something popped up on the computer that Chris was using for everything. And for some reason, like, we chose to use main stage as the backing tracks when we used to have this machine that just never had any issues. But it's so old. It's like a 16 track player machine thing, recorder, and for some reason, like, we started using a laptop instead. I guess you get a lot more features and things that you can plug in if you do that. But the issue was, like, there's always some sort of problem that comes up. And in the middle of Pale Blue, I don't know, I guess the error came up and Chris went to go hit the space bar to say okay and get out of it. And all of a sudden the song started playing again on top of the other Pale Blue that was already playing. So we had to figure out how to go back to playing from the beginning in the middle of the song, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Struggle bus. That night was a little bit of a struggle bus, but it was fun though, either way. What?
It actually, I didn't even notice. And I don't know if it's maybe because I don't really know that song that much.
Yeah.
But it didn't, like, nothing, I don't know.
Like, it didn't sound all bad and all.
No. I wasn't like, oh my god. Because, like, when people, like, fuck up, like, on a song, you can, like, hear it. It's, like, fucked up. But, I don't know, it didn't sound fucked up. And I didn't...
Yeah, what happened was, like, this software did some sort of update, and while we were doing rehearsals down there in Florida, we realized that there were a lot of problems that we had to fix, and they had to spend, like, an extra night reprogramming a bunch of the tracks on there. And, unfortunately, like, there's nothing you can really do at that point but either stop the song or figure out where you are and play over it until you catch back up. And at that point, Chris was just like slamming on the drums so hard, I don't think anyone really heard it. Like, you could hear the keys coming back in where it wasn't supposed to, and then all of a sudden it jumped back into the chorus. So, like, we went on from there. So I think for most people who don't know the songs, like, really well, they probably would never notice. But for us, we're all freaking out, like, oh my God, what happened? It started playing again. And then, we get all in our heads about all that when it's happening anyway.
Right. But yeah, I mean, like, I like, knew, like, of your band, like, when I was, like, younger. But I didn't, like, listen to, like, all the songs. I think the first song that I heard was the Killing Myself Again one. That's what I heard. So I don't think I really know the song that you guys messed up on.
Yeah, that was a later one.
Yeah.
Maybe. Who knows?
I don't know. You should know.
I don't. You think we know? We don't know. We just show up and we're like, what? What song is that?
Oh. I can't right now, Megan. Or maybe I...
Oh, actually, Megan took some awesome photos that we should show because I think they just got posted. So if so, send the link over to me and then I'll show them on here.
Aw, look at this cute screenshot John sent me. Oh, it's
That's cute.
so
You can show it on your
cute.
cam
Yeah, I gotta turn the
with Falcor.
the thingies down. Fudge holes. I can't, cause my thing's broken. Is it cute? Anyway, let's see what she sent. Oh, she sent me a screenshot thing too. She was like, I can't. Why it no work? Ugh.
You have to turn the brightness
I
down.
can't. My phone. It won't let me because I have a broke phone.
You need to start a new smart contract that will automatically deposit all the time till you can get a new phone.
Huh? What did you just say? What was that?
Never mind.
Okay, but anyway, I fixed. Kinda. Oh, fuck it! Anyway, that's cute. Thank you. Appreciate it. Fuck. Can't fucking show nothing.
I didn't do it.
It's all your fault.
Yeah, I have some of the pictures here saved because I know Dregs was sharing some of them earlier. I posted them on my Instagram, but there's more than that were there, and I want to show them. So send me the link, and we will show them whenever.
Don't send them to me because apparently I can't show you nothing. Meh.
But you can send me the link, and I can show it.
Meh.
Me.
Meh. On Signal?
No, yeah, I don't know. I don't know where she'll probably message on IG.
You need to stop sending me photos in a way that I can't. Send it again.
I got some other videos here that I'll get copyrighted for, but who cares? Let's do it anyway. One of my friends, Sarah, that was at the show, sent that clip. Yeah. I'm gonna clip them all together later.
Everyone keeps taking screenshots of me and sending it. Look what Jeanette sent.
Hold on.
It's so bad.
That was the one to the subscribe that went through.
Because I was all like. And she screenshotted it. It's fucking great. Oh, joy.
Another one of my friends sent over some videos, so let me show that one as well. I haven't seen it yet, so. Oh, this was when we came out in the intro, in the beginning. Oh, there it goes. It's not vertical anymore. I'll have to flip that. I wonder if there's a setting in here to do it.
Can I just have the photo?
Okay. There's no way to flip it, is there? I'll have to figure that out later. It's alright. Let me see what the other one looked like. The other one was flipped. That one's better.
Yay!
We can see if she actually caught it. We'll see if she actually caught it on here where the song started playing over. Yeah. Oh, that was the end.
Let me fucking hear you, come on!
That was after the fuck up.
We only got 2 more, so let's make them count.
Let's see here. Oh, there's a lot more in there. Nice. This was on Death Witch. No.
No. Someone said, glad you didn't hurt yourself.
Oh, when you talked earlier about how you slipped and then got spat on.
Yeah. Great.
There's a second. So basically what I'm going to do with these clips is I'll put them all together, like I'll edit everything together so that it's a multicam shoot, and I'll take everybody's video and whatever the best audio is and combine it. So then I'll do kind of like a full video on the trip, like a little recap video, actually showing everything from our cams and everybody else's cams. And I'll give everyone credit down in the description. I said if anybody was at the show to go ahead and just send us Dropbox or Google Drive with links of everything. Hey, thanks for that. I appreciate it.
McDonald has just kicked the door in for
It's nice to see you, Ronald.
$3.33. Peace of Purple Heart.
Ronald McDonald.
Peace and love for you too.
Peace and love. Peace and love. Isn't that what's his name?
Yeah.
Can I put my foot on your leg?
Sure.
Is that weird?
We're gonna play footsies?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
I don't mind. It's a Santa hat. There, yeah, right there.
Oh.
All right, let me switch this back over here. And I got Megan's link now too, so let me see the photos that she took, because I haven't seen them all yet. I only saw a few that he had shared. So I'm going to open it up on here, and we'll get it on there.
I hope there's some nudes.
You hope there's nudes?
Yes.
Of who?
I don't know.
Just random nudes?
Fucking nudes, bruh.
I don't know what they did after the show.
I mean, whatever.
I got to clickety-click with this. Otherwise it says no.
I mean, that'd be kind of funny, though. We, like, open the link, and then...
That wouldn't be funny.
Just...
Maybe to you.
It's like, oh, shit. Wrong link. Oh, God.
Let's see up here which one. There's the link to it, so let's click it.
That's the Chatterbait link.
The Chatterbait link?
Yes.
These other ones are all show links, so you can get them all on here. It's not open. I don't know how to click things.
You want to have click links?
There we go. I got it.
Yeah.
There we go. All right. They came out so sick. Did you see them yet? I don't know if she had sent them to you or not.
No.
Can we go this way? No. This way we can.
They do look awesome.
Yeah, sick job. Sick
job.
jerby jerb.
That's a sick jerb. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one's my favorite.
Use a sexy.
Hey, thanks. That's an awesome shot of Chris. Those are. Hey, look, there's you. All serious with your
Oh
camera.
yeah, that's my serious face.
Your serious face.
So serious. That's my oh shit, don't fall again face. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Driggs in the darkness. Yeah, I'm gonna put together like an album with all the pictures that everyone took and sent me that I have access to, and then video to put up on the channel. And then I'll probably cut together the show with like a multicam for whatever I have. If I have all the songs, I'll do all of them, and then I'll put it up on the Dead Star channel as well, so that anybody who just wants to watch the music part of it, they can just see that. Anybody who wants to watch our crazy antics, they can go to my channel. Like all the extra stuff. I'm glad I got that bass working. Like, pretty much took that bass apart like the day before we were leaving and got it all back together. Because I had to restring it, reset it up, you know, fix all the pots in it, all that kind of stuff. Which I guess didn't matter in the end anyway, because they didn't give me the correct wire and everything was fucked in the beginning regardless.
They give you a sound check.
Or a sound check, yeah, but that's fine. I mean, we played shows without sound checks, but it would have been nice to have my mic and an actual bass in the monitors instead of me just having to try to hear myself through the amp. But, you know, it happens. Like I said, that's just part of show shit.
Yeah.
But at least we got to play again. I had a fucking great time, and I hope you enjoyed the trip at all. Like, did you have fun?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Of course I did.
I mean, because I know it was, like, stressful, but for being stressful, for us, it's always been like a story later, you know, like you have all the crazy stories to tell
Right.
about from the road.
I mean,
There's Gabe.
Heck, even me just throwing up on myself, that's a fun story.
That's a fun story. You
That's a
throwing
fun
up on
story.
yourself. Yeah.
Like, it wasn't fun during, but it's funny talking about it later, you know? Getting spit on wasn't fun. Fun to talk about now.
Is that all of them there? Yeah, I think that's the last one. Thanks for taking those. You did awesome, Megan, as usual.
Yeah,
She
it's
always has
great.
the best photos of our shows.
You did a good job.
All those photos from the last show we did too came out so amazing, and we would have never had those. So thanks. Go to her website, check it out. She's got a bunch of other shit on there you guys will want to see too. Let me switch back.
Do we have a linky link for her?
I showed it up there. It was on the top of the screen when her webpage was up.
You got
or we can put it in the chat.
another thingy.
Thank you, NorCal. Should be popping up here in a second. There it goes.
NorCal donated $5 through Super Chat. What happened with your bass rate during the first song, Dro? Chord or input in your bass?
Oh, so no, it wasn't the input in my bass. Basically, like I was talking about in the beginning of the stream, we got back to the venue right around the time we were supposed to go on because the first band was loading out. But when we got there, I didn't have a parking spot. So I had to go try to find parking. And I finally found parking and got her the stuff she needed to start the stream. But then I had to rush to start getting my gear on stage. And at that moment, the wireless that I was using, whenever I plugged into the cab, it wasn't my cab. I was using Crossbreed's gear because I couldn't travel with all my gear. So I don't know the gear, first of all. And all I hear is when I plug in was a bunch of buzzing. And I told the sound guy, I'm not going to use my wireless because it's buzzing, so plug me in direct. I'll just listen to myself through the amp. But when I got back to the venue, no one had done shit. Like, no one plugged me in. So had the show started, there would have been no bass at all. And I was trying to tell them that. And then finally, I'm like messing around with everything, trying to figure it out on my own. And I hear the sound guy say, oh, I'm getting some popping there from the bass. And I'm like, yeah, 'cause I'm fucking with the wires, trying to figure out why it's still not working, why they haven't set this up. So we find out the XLR cable that they're using for the direct cable is bad. And so was the cable on the mic, because then I don't know, at some point during the stream, you might have heard it, but I'm not sure, where the sound guy said, like, we don't have time to change it. We're just going to go with it. And that was basically with my guitar player's mic. I guess that was crackling or having some issue, and they're like, whatever, we're just going to leave it as is. I don't know what happened there. So basically, we're thrown on stage, like told to start, like right now, we got to start. Still bass isn't hooked up, and still the mic, the secondary mic is still not hooked up properly. And they're starting like to start the first track and like do tests on the tracks and everything. Then they set up the poster that said assembly on it from the Dead Star assembly posters that were up there. They set them up over my bass lines so that when I came out, it was basically pulling my cord. And since I wasn't wireless, I had to be careful. And every time I walked forward, it would unplug me. So then I had to pick it back up and put it back on. You'll see that on the stream. And I'll edit it all together so you guys can watch what actually happened there. You'll catch it now that I told you from my point of view. So I ran back there, and I'm trying to plug everything back in, and it kept giving me issues, so I just fucking threw it, and that was that.
Yeah.
And one of our helpers came over and picked it up and took it out of the way and everything, but it was all wrapped up in my cable, so there was nothing I could do. I literally would have had to stand against the poster to not have that happen. So I just fucking threw it. Pissed me off, god damn it.
It was great though. I did have a good time, even though I was like stressed or whatever. Like, I'm glad I got to like meet people and like meet people that you know and whatever. And that Gabe guy, he was cool. I kept streaming him and he was going, yeah. And oh, also, I have a funny story. When we had to sleep at the hotel, right? I don't even know if I should say this, but okay. How do I say this? So when we were sleeping, when you fell asleep, I think you were playing bass. Because we were like spooning or whatever, and I think he had his hand like here, and he was like doing like some weird stuff here, and then he was he went, huh, and he like pelvic thrusted me.
That's hot.
It was fucking great. I was like a bass. You know, you're like,
So you're trying to tell them I played you like a bass in your sleep.
yes. No, in your sleep. I was still
In my sleep.
Yeah, I was still awake because I couldn't sleep, and you had passed out, and you were like,
I was still rocking out, dude.
yeah, you're like, yeah. It's fucking great.
I was having flashbacks of mom. It was my wartime flashbacks while I
Yeah.
was sleeping, my PTSD,
I was just-
stage PTSD of me having issues beating my bass up.
I was just thinking like, aw, he's still, he's still in it. I was like, I don't know how to get him out. He's still fucking in it though.
I will never escape that nightmare.
Flashbacks. That's great.
You know what was really scary though? The drive back, we got a check engine light like halfway back. I'm like, oh no, here we go. Check engine lights, the worst. But it was actually nothing bad. I checked it right before we started the stream, and it was just a mass airflow sensor yelling at me, probably because I put in fuel cleaners because we were having some issues. So somewhere along the trip, we sprung a leak. The van started bleeding some red blood, which means transmission fluid, the best one to leak.
Do you want me to get off?
No, you're fine. I'm just moving around because I'm a twitchy fuck.
Yeah, me too.
Fucking play bass in my sleep and shit.
Fucking twitchy.
So I'm worried because, of course, like transmission fluid's probably the worst one to lose, because if you lose your transmission, you ain't driving nowhere. And you can't just pick one up at the store, and you can't just take it apart and put it back together. That's something that has like 1,000,010 parts in it. It's got a Brazilian parts in it. And anyway, I didn't want to deal with that, but I kept checking it, making sure that everything was filled. But somewhere along the trip, we had a leak, and I was driving to rehearsals, and I noticed that the oil gauge was like flipping out. And we had just done an oil change when we left. So I was confused as to why we were having oil problems. And I checked it during rehearsals, when we were done. I checked the oil, and it was completely empty. So I just went to the gas station, filled it up, and figured, I guess we have a leak now. So I checked like one of the hoses. I think it's just rusty, and like it's a slow drip, so it wasn't that big of a deal as long as we kept an eye on it. But then on the ride home, we had oil, and we still got the check engine light. So then I got worried. But I noticed that the transmission fluid was leaking with the oil, and that was also low. And then I filled that, and we had that check engine light all the way till we got home. Because then that's when I started throwing in like fuel cleaners and whatever else I could, because I figured if it was like a catalytic converter issue where maybe it was throwing up a code on a sensor or something stupid like a oxygen sensor, something like that. So then I was like just thinking through all of that, hoping that it was one of those, because those aren't a big deal. Like if the transmission breaks, that's a big deal. If the engine breaks, that's a big deal. Everything else, little sensors, we could pop off, put a new one on, and get going. So luckily it was none of that. It was just the airflow sensor, probably from the cleaners. So I just have to spray that down to clean it out, and hopefully that'll fix itself. So no engine problems, no transmission problems. But I do have to fix those leaks at some point, and it's like fucking 20 degrees outside. So I'm not getting under that van right now. It's gonna have to wait.
Yeah.
You can do it. You want to do it?
Do what?
The transmission lines.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I can help, but I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, it was just luckily we didn't have any big issues, because see, it wouldn't be so bad if it was just us on the road and we had some sort of problem with the van, because we could pull over and I could deal with it. But with Luna, that's where it makes it difficult, because she can't like just sit in the van while it's not moving. She can't just stay there, and like we couldn't sit by the side of the road if that was the case. But luckily we didn't have to deal with any of that, and I brought tools and shit
NorCal
just in
donated
case.
$5 through Super Chat.
Yeah.
I was
Thank
watching
you,
Live.
NorCal.
Black Heart, rock on gesture. You kept your composure despite. Glad you didn't get hurt when you fell, Black Heart.
Yeah, thank you for that. No, it was fun either way. Like all the craziness always is.
But yeah, I'm really glad I got to come with you though. That was a thing that we weren't really sure was gonna happen or not.
Yeah, it was like on and off for a while.
Yeah. Because, like, we had to figure out what to do with the animals, and if we couldn't figure out what to do with the animals, then I had to stay here.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, because normally whenever I had to go out of town to do stuff, I would pick her up from her house and she would stay here with the animals. But because it was a show and we don't really do shows often anymore, or, you know, it was like, you got to come. You got to come hang out. And after everything, like, you've hung out with me for what, the past 5 years or some shit?
Yeah.
So it's like, you got to at least come see the show in case it never happens again or whatever.
Right.
I hope it does. I hope they want to do more shit. I know I do. So
Right.
if it was up to me, I'd be still playing and touring and all that. But that would just mean I'm not here, which kind of sucks too, though. I kind of enjoy being here more because it kind of set this house up in a way that, like, everything I enjoy doing is now here. Like, all my drone shit's here and all my building shit's here, all my computer shit's here. So it's like, whatever I want to do, I can build my stuff all here. So when I leave, I miss doing all that. Even though I do have fun playing, I miss doing all the crazy shit that we've been working on and all that.
Right.
Like, we've been talking about all this metaverse shit and blockchain shit for over a year now, and we've been, like, investing in it and playing around in blockchain stuff, but we never really did anything, like, in it, like, for it. So I said, why don't we just start building for it? Because she was doing a lot of art as it was, and I wanted to get back into animating and doing 3D art and everything, because I haven't touched any of those programs since, like, early college bullshit years. So I'm like, let's just start throwing stuff up in the metaverse for people to purchase. Like, we're gonna build out different things. We'll show you guys when we're ready. So that's why I started building that NFT portion of my website. And, like, I don't know, all this stuff has been really cool, learning and getting back into all that, like the art side of it, that it's like a new thing for me that I want to do. And I know for you too, because you started doing all the art stuff and now you understand Illustrator and now you're starting to play around with 3D programs. Like, that's got to be awesome, because you always wanted to do art, right?
You know, like, I've always, like, struggled with, like, wanting to know, like, what I enjoyed doing or whatever. But I, like, really like it.
Yeah.
Like, actually really like it. And that's weird. But it's good.
Yeah, I mean, you had a hard time, like, finding whatever you wanted to do, right?
Mhm. Yeah. So it's nice to, like, finally find something that I actually really like. So.
Yeah, we put up, like, there was a drawing that she did called Glib that we first put up on OpenSea. If you look up Glib, you'll probably come across it. And because there's not many things named Glib on there.
Oh, wait, you gotta put it back to me for a second.
Okay.
What's up, Wheezy? Love you. Okay, anyway.
Yeah, I mean, you should also put up Stark, because that one's cool.
You like Stark?
I like Stark. And I know you started drawing the other one that I won't mention, because I'll let you finish that before we put it up. But yeah, you're doing awesome with that now, because you're like, I feel like, because now that you enjoy it, you're just constantly adding new stuff that you're learning, like, to your toolkit.
Yes. I like it.
What do you want to do with the 3D stuff?
That I am still learning. It's hard, but I kind of want to make, like, little weird monsters.
Just the characters?
I don't know.
Or do you want to animate them too?
I mean, I could try to animate them. I thought you wanted to animate them.
Yeah, I can animate them. I'm going to work with you on animating them, but I'm wondering if you were ever interested in learning that.
One step at a time.
No, I mean, like, I guess, like, do you have a curiosity for wanting to learn how to do that, or do you not really care? Would you rather just want to build characters and make a bunch of them? Like,
I like to make the thingy things.
yeah. I mean, because they are different fields. Like, some people enjoy just the programming aspect of, like, getting character movement. Some people enjoy just the design and painting and all that.
Yeah.
So,
like, I like creating the stuff.
yeah.
Like, even, like, because I like to do, like, makeup. I like to make jewelry. I like to,
Yeah, because
like,
you can make a character and put makeup on them, stuff like that.
I like to create things. But, like, I feel like making things, like, move and... I feel like that would be hard for me.
Yeah,
to,
I
like,
mean, posing's a part of it, but
Yeah.
the movement and then recording it.
Yeah, I mean, like, posing that's different. but like making them actually like move and have it look
like real.
nice is hard.
Well, I did. There was a bunch of programs that I started downloading to try out that actually do all of that for you now. So like, there's all that motion tracking, you know, and there's so much more that you don't really have to. Like, remember the video that I was watching with the guy talking about mouth movements and everything?
Yeah.
Like, I learned that stuff back in college, but it's tedious work because you have to sit there and capture every movement of a mouth as it's going along to the audio.
Oh, apparently.
But doing it automatic with like motion capture just makes it so much easier because then you could just say the words.
Yeah, Dregs. Apparently Dregs is in here. Hey, Dregs, what's up? Anyway, yes.
What's up, Dregs?
I have been trying to learn Blender. Like, I was like following a tutorial about how this girl like took a 2D image and was turning it into like a 3D thing, and I was like following along. I would show you it, but it's so bad. He's like a little lumpy bunny, and like I started to do like his face and everything, and then I started to do his legs, but I extruded his feet the opposite, so like his feet are on backwards, and I don't know how to not make them backwards, so that's where they live now.
So it was a step that you did backwards by accident?
Okay, so you can like rotate through it in a 3D space. So originally I had started it with like because I was doing it mirrored, right? Originally I had started it with my vertices or whatever being on this side that I was working on, but then I must have flipped it. So my vertices or whatever were on this side when I extruded the feet. So that was behind.
Yeah.
Or, I don't know, it just like, and then, so when I was going through, I was like, fuck, his feet are on backwards.
And you haven't figured out how to flip it back?
No. Hey, yeah, do you know how to use Blender and stuff?
Dregs?
Yeah.
He does. Yeah, he actually does that for a living. Like, he animates and does 3D stuff for a living, so.
That's awesome. Because he said, I'm always happy to help.
Yeah, he knows all about all the software.
That's awesome. Yeah, if I ever have like a random stupid question. Yeah,
when we were at rehearsals, I was telling him that he should just make some random stuff to post up as far as like 3D animated NFT stuff, because I can only imagine this type of stuff that he can create now. When I saw some of the stuff he created back, like, I don't know, 15 years ago when he first started showing me some of this stuff, I was just like, holy shit. So I can only imagine now. But I can't really say what he does, so it kind of sucks, but whatever.
I want to make like little silly monster dudes, like kind of like Monsters Inc., but like not, like way better. Well, not way better, but like way different.
But 2D or 3D?
3D.
3D. Okay.
Like when I'm doing stuff in Blender.
Yeah, because Blender can do 3D and 2D.
Yeah, but we're talking about 3D stuff right now. But if I can do that, that would be awesome. I want to make them like, can I make them fuzzy?
Yeah, there's even plugins
hair?
for hair and stuff.
Yeah, they need to be fuzzy.
There's a wolf in the house.
There's a wolf.
Hi, Luna.
Wolfy wolf. Sup, wolf?
She's just over here being, what's the word?
A wolf.
A wolf. Showing teeth and stuff. Hi. Thank you for your dirty paw.
You put my ball in here.
Sorry. Not trying to get your balls in the stream.
Yeah,
My bad.
Don't put my balls in there.
Alright, well, like I said, there's a ton of stuff that we want to do as far as videos go, but we really wanted to sit down and just kind of have a chat about everything with the trip and just kind of talk to you guys about how we felt with everything, what went on, because we never really kind of do that whenever we get back from the trips that we do or whatever, so I figured it would be fun.
This was kind of like a big event thing for at least me, because I've never done all of that. I've never done like a long drive trip I've never even been to Florida. Never been to your show. Never fucking, stuff. So it was big for me.
Never saw dinosaurs in person.
Never saw dinosaurs in person. That was a new one. Aw, Megan. She's sweet. It was nice. It was nice to meet you.
Yeah, I'm hoping that we get to a point where we actually do a couple more shows and stuff. And we started joking about doing like a 20th anniversary show and stuff. I don't know if it'll happen, but hopefully we can push them to do that. And I told Dregs too to send me stuff because he wanted to play around with new music, and he started writing some stuff a while ago that we were playing with, but then it, like, we, you know, stuff got in the way, whatever. But we figured hopefully we can do all that and get back into playing because it was fun, and maybe we can actually play a show with a sound check for once.
Maybe I can convince them to let me play the spoons.
Okay, what kind of spoons?
Spoons!
Just like golden spoons, silver spoons, big spoons, little spoons, all the spoons?
All the spoons.
All of the spoons.
The spoons.
Can you show us how good you play the spoons?
Yeah.
Well, why don't you give us a little spoon track as we're leaving the show here, and let us know what your spoonage sounds like. She's definitely going to get some spoons. I think Luna wants to help with the spoon show. I don't know about it just being in Florida if we played out there. The reason, I mean, like, we kind of started playing in Florida, right? That's where we're from. So it just makes sense to do some of the shows there when we start back out, or even some of the ending shows of a tour, right? But as far as going, like, if we do more shows, they would be outside of Florida too. But we'd probably do one down there by where we started at the Culture Room or something, if that place is still doing their thing by the time 20th anniversary comes around. Who knows? You ready for your spoon show?
Wait, I'm not ready.
All right, I'll let you get ready, and then you can tell me when you're ready.
Yeah, I need a sound check.
You need sound. Oh, you don't get a sound check. No one gets a sound check around here. Haven't you learned?
Wait. There's a way. There's a way you're supposed to hold them.
Okay, I think she's gonna need to watch some YouTube videos before she joins the band.
Sounds great.
All right, guys. I'm going to let her practice a little bit. We're going to get going, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Go ahead and say goodbye. We'll get out of here. You're gonna play them out with the spoons? Go for it.
We don't discriminate on the spoons. I think it sounds good. But, anyway, thanks for hanging out and whatnot and listening to my spoons. Wait. And then stay tuned for my new rap album. All right.
What's it gonna be called?
Yeah.
Your new rap album is called Yeah.
Yeah.
How does it go?
Yeah. What up?
What is that?
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Wait, what's the other thing that they say? Uh-huh. What? Alright. Word out. Peace out. Homie G-Dog. Shit. Bye.
Bye,
Bye.